sun's drying out a lot of the flowers and plants. Hasn't been raining actually for a while. And with that in mind, what was going on today? Seems like there was a lot of, I guess, gloomy news. Things related to war and stuff like that, it seems. How about this first one? This one says, drone explosion hits Russia's Black Sea Fleet headquarters. A small explosive device carried a makeshift drone blew up Sunday at the headquarters of Russia's Black Sea Fleet on the Crimean Peninsula, wounding 6 people and prompting the cancellation of ceremonies there honoring Russia's Navy, authorities said. Meanwhile, one of Ukraine's richest men, a grain merchant, was killed in what Ukrainian authorities said was a careful targeted Russian missile strike on his home. There was no immediate claim of responsibility for the drone explosion in a courtyard at a naval headquarters in the city of Sevastopol, but the seemingly improvised small-scale nature of the attack raised the possibility that it was the work of Ukrainian insurgents trying to drive out Russian forces. With that said, they say they're treating it as, I guess, a terrorist attack per se. This is a Russian lawmaker from Crimea, Olga Kavitidi, told Russian state news agency RI Novosti that the drone was launched from Sevastopol itself. She said the incident was being treated as a terrorist attack, the news agency said. If that wasn't enough, for whatever reason, there's been so many, I guess, military-related videos and postings. For example, like, what is this? This one says what? POV, you're in an Albanian village on the border with Serbia exactly 1 second after NATO leaves Kosovo. I guess it's what this is showing you all of like what? The artillery being launched? How freaky is that? I know it's one thing to watch a movie and so forth. Imagine seeing this in real life. No time to react. When someone attacks, they attack. And apparently a lot of news agencies in China are really, I guess, putting out various messages about preparing for war and all that. You can see, again, more videos of equipment. I know this one was a while ago, but how about this? This one's like what? China's Z-20 chopper slingloads all-terrain vehicle for first time can transport artillery drones. So from where I gather, this is supposed to be like what? Land and air. It has missiles and all that. And at the same time, again, there's even more videos of what, I guess, drones with weapons and guns. Again, today doesn't sound very nice overall. Too much conflict around the world, especially with what's happening between potentially what? China and Taiwan and all that. With that said, maybe this is all a war strategy too, where various countries are just releasing all these details to scare other places to say you better not mess with us. So who knows if it's just a bluff. People often say too, money is a huge motivator for, I guess, countries to go to war. I actually wonder whether or not some countries are pushing for war in order to hide their own current mishaps that are going to be, I guess, really huge. And this would be a way to, I guess, say, well, we're in a war now, like forget about this. For example, I know in China, there's a huge scandal when it comes to things like real estate development and developers right now, where it was treated like a pyramid scheme of sort, where I guess they lease lands from the government and so forth, but actually at the end, they don't actually have the money to build all the houses and so forth. So a lot of people, they're out of luck, and so there's huge mass protests and stuff there. Can you imagine that with the economy too? All those real estate developers, trillions of dollars, you can't build anything. In the US, like what's going on? Things, for example, I still read like what? That president's son or something like that, they said they might convict him or something like that, or they're investigating it. I would imagine that might come back to the US president. So yeah, I just wonder whether or not all this has some kind of factor to it as well, for a certain country to say, yes, let's go fight them, because in the end, if people go into, I don't know what you want to say, like a recession or something like that, because of that, they can just say, oh, I blame it all on the war, even though it's been happening, I guess, for a while. Alright, see you guys later.